YouTube, welcome back to my channel. This is Canadian Retro. I've got another pickups video for you here. This one's full of last generation kind of stuff here for the most part. There's a few things that aren't, but there's a lot of like PS3 titles and things like that here that I've been finding lately. I think this is going to be the season basically for finding that kind of generation of stuff. People are going to start unloading that for favoring their Xbox Ones and their PS4s and all that kind of stuff. So I think you're going to find a lot of PS3 and Xbox 360 and whatnot games out there, so I don't get too impatient or anything like that. I'm sure you can find a deal coming around really shortly for those kind of systems if that's what you're interested in collecting for. But I'll get started because I have a ton of stuff to show. Actually, the last few days just kept giving and giving in the regards to what I was just talking about. So I'll get started. I don't even know where to start here. Actually, it's pretty crazy. First thing I'll show you actually something that came in the mail today, which I'm super pumped about. It's the soundtrack from Smash Brothers. So that's pretty cool. Like Super Smash Brothers for the 3DS and Wii U, smashing soundtrack. So that's that right there. So pretty cool. 2-disc set. Really looking forward to checking that out. It's gonna be kind of neat. That also came with, which is kind of interesting, this Amiibo advertisement side. I don't know if anybody's shown this yet, but came with this inside of it, which is kind of neat. It shows like what all the Amiibos are compatible with. Like it has the systems up there and then color coding underneath. So kind of cool. It would be nice if all Amiibos work with everything, but apparently that's not the case. So that's that right there though. Sorry about the lighting. I actually accidentally smashed one of my lights here, so I'm still trying to figure out how to get good lighting in this spot here. I haven't totally sorted it out. It's not an area of expertise for me, so I'm working with what I got at the moment anyway. Down to the next things though, I'll show you this. I got an Xbox 360 controller here, which I already took out of the bag, and I did test this out already. It works like a charm, so it's in pretty decent shape. Maybe a little dusty, needs a cleaning, but it is missing its back battery cover, which I'm sure I can come across one of those, no problem. And for that it was $4, so I thought that was a pretty good deal for a 360 controller. Thumbsticks look a little bit worn, I don't know, like almost like they're discolored or something like that, probably from overuse, so I'll just cover those up with those grips that I was showing in my last video there. So that's a pretty cool find right there. Always good to pick up 360 controllers, that's for sure. And then at a Value Village I actually found one of these, and Longshot is a person that actually got me to understand this or whatever, told me about this, and it's a Rock Band dongle for the PS2, I think it is. Might be for other systems as well, I can't remember exactly, but you know, these things fetch a pretty good amount online, and this one was actually $2.99 now. I think there must have been something else in this bag, because when I found it, the bag was actually ripped open and somebody had must have taken something out of it, because it was opened up like this, but they left this behind, which is kind of interesting because that fetches a pretty good quality amount of cash or whatever online, so I don't know. I'm going to see if I can sell that off and just recoup some of my costs anyways for that. Moving on from there, speaking of bagged goodies, found this bag. It was also ripped open and people took things out of it, and I don't know why they left these things behind, but they took some things out of it. For $2.99 I found a GameCube cord, which connects the old style Game Boy ones. It's the DMG 04 Nintendo connector. I don't know if they're connecting systems or something like that. I'm not really sure how that all works because I've never really played around a lot with the original Game Boy, but there's one of the wires right there. And the main thing I was after from that bag though was this right here, which is a Wavebird wireless adapter. So that's pretty cool right there, because these are the harder piece to come by. Sometimes you see the controllers, it's harder to come by these, so pretty happy to get that. I already have 4, so I'm probably going to swap this out with one of the ones I have that's a little bit discolored, and I'll be trading off the other one because I don't really need more than 4, which I already have. The next thing I'll show you here actually is a PlayStation 2 title that I picked up from Taliz. Not a bad deal at all. $5 for this one here. It's Fallout Brotherhood of Steel, which is really cool. I don't know a whole lot about this, but from the looks of it, it looks like it's sort of like a top-down view and you're shooting at things, and I really like that view, so I'm hoping to check it out. And it kind of reminds me of like some old school kind of angle, you know, with something like Smash TV or something like that, where it's like top down and you're shooting at it. I really enjoyed those games, so I'm hoping that this is something similar. I have no idea though for sure, but it's totally complete, so you know, that's pretty awesome right there, I think, for $5. At the same time, I also, actually this was a different day, I picked up a number of Nintendo Power magazines. I'll probably just read these over and trade them off though with people, or send them to people and whatnot. This one here is, let's see, this is July of 2007, so pretty cool. I picked out a few, there was other ones there, but I picked out this one just because it had, you know, the survival horror aspect to it and stuff like that, so I picked that one. This one here is from May 2007, and this is obviously like Pokemon perspectives or whatever, so that might interest people that are like Pokemon fans and whatnot. What else we got here? This one has Nights into Dreams, so first look at Nights into Dreams, which is a game I have in my collection, so I really wanted to check this one out too. It's in really good shape as well, so that's kind of nice. This one here has Super Paper Mario Unfolds on the Wii, so I thought I would check that one out. This one's from April of 2007, so that's pretty cool. Yep, and then the last one here has Wario on the front of it, the WarioWare Nintendo Power, and that's from February of 2007. So I'll probably end up trading these off eventually after I read them or whatever, but they're in such good shape I figured I would go for that, basically. So pretty cool right there. The first one here is 40 Winks. Don't know a thing about this title, but I decided to take a gamble on it. It was $5. The gambling part though is probably on the disc because it's not in the world's greatest shape. It's fairly scratched up, so hopefully the resurfacer can fix that up. I don't even know, it might even play the way it is, but still something I gotta check out. I've never really heard of this game before, so if you know anything about it, let me know what you think of it. Hopefully it's somewhat decent anyway. At the same time, I also picked up a number of PS3 titles, and this is kind of funny, and I'm glad that luckily for me the PS3 is actually region free, because I did not I thought these were odd looking, but I didn't realize what region they were until I kind of took a closer look when I got home, because I didn't really have a lot of time to like analyze them or anything like that, but I thought they looked really odd, a little bit different. But here it is, Little Big Planet, and you can see the cover art there looks a little bit different than what we're probably used to. It's because this is the European version of this, so that's pretty cool right there. That was $5, so I thought that was alright deal for a Little Big Planet. I think the one that I have is like a red case kind of thing, so you know, this might actually replace that or something to that effect. I don't know. I really like this artwork though. I think I like it better than the North American version of that artwork. And then also same thing, like Little Big Planet 2, same idea. I didn't really check the disc condition on the other one, but you know, it's the same sort of thing. Like, it's in pretty decent shape. Just has a couple of smudges and stuff on it. I can clean that off though. So that's pretty cool. That's an amazing game as well. I really enjoyed the Little Big Planet ones. Little Big Planet, I played actually over at a buddy's place. He had a PS3. I didn't at the time, and basically Little Big Planet was one of the reasons why I bought a PS3, just because I really wanted to play it at home, because I had so much fun playing it over at his place. So that's really one of the reasons why I got it. So I have like a lot of fondness for that series, that's for sure. Here's something which sort of tipped me off to those are European games, because I couldn't find this one because it's titled different in North America. In Europe, I guess it's called the Jak and Daxter Trilogy, but here it's the collection, HD collection. So pretty cool. Again, I think I like this artwork better. On the North American one, there's like the 3 pictures of the 3 different games on the front, whereas this one here is just like, you know, our main characters kind of thing on the front. I kind of like this one a little bit better than the North American one. But the cool thing about the PS3 is it'll actually play these games no problem, other than if you want online content or something like that, you won't be able to do that. So hopefully this one here doesn't have like one of those situations where you have to download one of the games or something like that, because that would sort of preclude that from working very well. And then this last one is something that I really was interested in the past. For sure, I saw some clips of it. I've talked to people, they say it's a really great game, and it's Puppeteer, and that one there was $5, which I thought was a good deal for that one. Totally complete, but again, it's the European version of it, but I don't mind at all, actually. I kind of like the look of these a little bit better, and that disc is absolutely perfect. So that's a pretty cool find right there, and like I said, luckily it'll work on my machine and everything. So that was the finds for that part of the day. But actually I stopped in at Goodwill and I found these ones, and there were a ton of titles actually, some of which I picked up today because they were half price, but this was the previous day. I didn't want to leave these guys behind. So the first one here is Spider-Man Web of Shadows for the PS3, and these ones are in immaculate condition, like just amazing as well. So basically all those PS3 things have been like flawless. That's a perfect disc. It's practically new. That one there was $4, and you know, I really like the Spider-Man games. I've really liked them. Like the PS1 ones I liked, but the Xbox original ones I really liked, so I'm hoping this will live up to that. I haven't really played the modern versions of them. I've heard some of them are sort of hit or miss, but hopefully that's a good one. This is pretty cool right here, Yakuza 3, and this one here is actually factory sealed, or I think so. It might be a reseal, I'm not sure. It's kind of a sketchy seal, but even if it is, still, that's pretty cool right there. I'm sure it's in great shape, and a game I've never played before, so kind of fun right there. And that one there was $4, so I'm gonna have to check that out. I've heard some things about it, but I'm not totally like versed in the Yakuza series, that's for sure. This one here I didn't even know actually existed, so I think it's going to be a lot of fun though. It's The Godfather 2 for the PlayStation 3. Again, that was $4. That's totally complete as well, and I shouldn't even be bothered showing you the disc conditions. They're all like perfect because they basically came probably from the same person. So pretty cool find right there as well. Moving on, another copy. I got this recently actually for the first time for the 360. Now this one's in much better shape than the one that I picked up, so I'm going to be swapping it out. Bully Scholarship Edition, and that one there is totally complete. It even has like the map and everything inside. I think my other one does too. It's not as in perfect shape as this. The artwork on the outside of the other one's a little beat up, so this is a definite upgrade and a perfectly mint disc. So pretty excited about that, and luckily for me, this Goodwill's not putting their stickers on their games anymore, so they're saving some stickers, I guess, and it's saving me a lot of Goo Gone and cleanup, so that's kind of nice. The next one here for the 360 as well is Beautiful Katamari. I haven't really got totally into this series, but it's always intrigued me, so whenever I see Katamari games, I have a tendency to pick them up. I think this one's a pretty solid title, so that's kind of nice right there. Something that you should check out, definitely. Go check out some gameplay footage if you've never played the series. I think it's fairly famous though, although I don't know if it's like, I don't know how popular it is necessarily. I think it is somewhat. So go check that out though, that's going to be pretty neat. And I also picked up a copy of Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 2 for the Wii, also $4. Pretty awesome. Disc on it's a little bit smudged and stuff, but still pretty good condition, I'd say. And you know, looks like a lot of fun. It's like a fighter on the Wii, so you get to do like motion controls and stuff. I don't know how that's gonna play out, but still pretty cool nonetheless. A game I already have, but I think this is also going to be an upgrade, is Mario Power Tennis for the Wii. And always pick up Mario games when you get the chance. That's what I always say. There it is right there, and I think there's a Nintendo Club points in there, which I could use a few, so that's kind of nice. And the disc on it has a few like minor flaws, but nothing major. And that right there is a game I was wanting to upgrade because I think the artwork on mine's kind of beat up. So pretty happy to get my hands on that. That was $4. And then Super Smash Bros. Brawl for the Wii as well. Again, this one's probably going to be an upgrade for the one that I have. Whoever had these games absolutely took like phenomenal shape or condition, or treated them phenomenally well, because the discs on them are near perfect for the most part. So again, cool find and much needed upgrades all around right there. Then moving on, this goes into today now. Went back to the same Goodwill, the ones that I left some games behind yesterday, and I picked these up just because they're super cheap and I can basically sell them off, trade them off, and that kind of stuff. So some of these I'll be trading off. Some of them actually, one of them, I'll get to that, was something that was recommended, and I saw the video earlier this morning or whatever, and then I saw it the day before. I'll explain it all in a second, just don't worry about it. The first thing here is Halo 3. and this is going to be an upgrade for the one I have, which seems like the thing of the day. Whoever had these games, like I said, took really good care of them. Perfect, just got one fingerprint on it, which is probably mine. So that's pretty awesome right there. That one there was $2.50, which is kind of weird. I thought it would be $2 because the other ones yesterday were $4, but it was half price day today. But for some reason she charged $5 per game, but then half priced it. But for $2.50, I wasn't gonna complain. Also for $2.50, Grand Theft Auto 4 in immaculate shape, and the one I have is also in immaculate shape, the one that's in my collection, because it was originally mine. I didn't find it in a thrift shop, so but that one there is like perfect as well. I don't think I'll have to actually swap this one out. I'll have to check the one in my collection though, but this is like practically brand new, so wasn't going to leave that behind. Also picked up Naruto Clash of the Ninja Revolution for the Wii for $2.50. Pretty cool right there. It's all complete, which I'm really appreciating these complete games these days, so that's nice. Again, this is like some sort of fighter or something like that. Don't know a whole lot about this series necessarily, but still cool addition. I didn't have that in my collection. And this is the one that I was talking about earlier, trying to fumble my way through when I was talking about it earlier. I watched a video from Metal Jesus Rocks, and he was going through a few on-rail shooters that he really liked, and he mentioned this game, and I had actually seen this in the store the day before, and I turned it down just because I was hoping it would be there on half price day, and luckily for me it was when I went back, because I picked it up cheaper than, you know, I'd say like $1.50 basically by waiting. But I just sort of left it behind going, you know, it's like probably some like budget sort of title and things like that, and just didn't really give it much credence because I didn't really know anything about it. But he said it was a pretty good light gun, not light gun I guess, Wii gun on-rail shooter. So it's Ghost Squad, and it was in his latest video. He said it was really good, something that you definitely should check out. So I went back, and luckily it was still there for me, and it's totally complete. So thanks to him, I'm going to add this one to my collection. The disc on this one is near perfect as well, which is kind of nice. It also has this weird like barcode sticker on it, so I don't know what that's all about, but maybe the person used a barcode system to categorize things. I don't know. It's got a barcode in the back, so I don't know why you do that. But still, for the, you know, $2.50, it's a pretty good deal. Also picked up another PS3 title. So I mean, there's like tons of PS3 stuff today. Transformers War for Cybertron, and this was $2.50. So pretty cool right there. Totally complete and in great shape. So that's kind of nice. The next one is Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. Can't open this one up to show you because it's factory sealed. So I think that was a pretty good find again for $2.50 to be able to pick that one up. So there's been a huge stack basically of PS3 stuff there recently. I wasn't really expecting to find that much, you know, maybe a title here or there, but somebody dropped off a whole collection I think the other day, and I benefited definitely from that. Moving on, this is also from the half price scenario. After I picked up those ones, I actually walked around the store a little bit, and a card just came out, and on it was Grand Theft Auto for the PS1, and this was half price, and usually for their PlayStation 1 games they'll charge $2. So this was $1, so not too bad. The disc is a little beat up, but I'll be able to buff that out, and I don't know what I'm going to do with that one necessarily. The one I have in my collection is the collector's like edition, but it's not like the trio. It's from the trio pack, but it isn't, you know, like with the other ones. So I don't know if I'm going to keep that one or keep the other one. I'll probably keep the other one because this one's not in the world's greatest shape, but I'll be able to buff that out. And for that, like I said, I paid $1. So pretty good deal. This one here is also $1, Apocalypse for the PlayStation. Don't know a whole lot about this title, but still, you know, for $1 I'm gonna take a shot on it, and it's something I didn't have in my collection already, so kind of neat. And I do like my PS1 titles, that's for sure. And that one there, unlike the other one, is like absolutely mint shape, so really nice considering the age of PS1 titles to find ones that are in that good a shape. The next one here is something I already have in my collection, but you know, for $1, War Games DEFCON 1, so pretty awesome right there. And again, disc is like near perfect, so really wicked. Also picked up Black Hawk Down for the PlayStation 1 for $1, really nice. Great condition as well, I'm fairly certain. Yeah, not too bad at all. It's not as perfect as the other ones, but it's pretty good. I'd say it's like 8 out of 10, so that's pretty nice. And I don't actually have this one in my collection yet. Haven't played anything about it, don't know anything about it, but wasn't going to leave it behind for $1, that's for sure. And then something I'm fairly certain I have in my collection already is Soul Blade for the PS1. So pretty cool, but that was $1. Can't turn that down. The disc on that one is like near perfect as well. I think there's like one little scratch on it, but it's not too bad at all, and something that, you know, definitely a Namco game that's something you should check out. It's like a fighter with weapons or whatever, so pretty fun game if you haven't. And then probably the coolest thing from the PS1 things that I found there was a copy of Crash Bandicoot Warped, and that one there is complete as well, and the disc on it is like pretty awesome. So pretty happy to find that. I'm trying to remember if I even have this one. I think that's what the app's for these days. I'd have to look back there and actually look through everything to remember. I know I do have some Crash games, but this one's in great shape, so awesome deal for $1. And then PlayStation Underground disc. This is just a 2-disc set, so thought I'd go with that for $1. It's pretty cool. This one here has on it like Tomb Raider 3, Bugs Life, Apocalypse, which is one of the games that I just picked up, Bomberman World, which is what I was checking out, Brave Fencer Musashi, and then it's got videos for Twisted Metal 3 and whatnot. So thought it was pretty cool. I don't really know what's on the first disc because it says that's what's on the second disc, so I'll have to take a little closer look at that. But you know, it's in its little cardboard case and everything like that, in good shape. It's Volume 2, Issue 4, so pretty cool right there. But nice stack, I think, of PS1 games for $1 each. Like, you know, what is that, like $7 basically for all that. Pretty wicked deal. And then I think this is the final thing, and I know this has been going on for quite some time, but you'll have to bear with me. This was a pretty cool pickup too. Went into the one of the pawn shops today, found a copy of this. It's Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD for the Wii U, and for that there I paid $25, which I thought was a pretty killer deal for this title. That they had it marked so low is pretty impressive, and has some Nintendo Club points in it, which I'm probably going to end up cashing in here shortly because I'm trying to get to a certain point. But there you go right there. And the disc on this one is absolutely phenomenal. Like, it looks brand new, so really wicked find right there. My Wii U collection is kind of small just because I'm not willing to go out there and pay like really high retail prices for things. So you can kind of see it right back there. It consists of 5 games. Now there's the 6th game, so that's pretty cool right there. I think for $25, I don't think I'm gonna find a better deal on that in quite some time. So really wicked find, I think, right there. And that was everything. Sorry I had to rush through everything. I just kind of had a ton of stuff to show you there, and hopefully you were able to stick through the whole thing. But really awesome finds. I'm really happy to obviously find this, and lots of little knickknacks in there that I'm pretty happy with, and tons of really good games. So thanks again for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do feel free to thumbs up this video, comment down below, and I'll see you all later.